Hi guys, welcome to another video. As I stated, this is the lamp that I finally got from my Shein haul, and it's rechargeable. It counts down, it goes up to 60 seconds. It has its own stand. It's pretty cute. I've tried it out. I actually quite like it. However, it's a bit weak. I figured out an alteration that I'm going to use with another lamp that I have that's a bit more stronger, and I will show you that in my next video, but for now we'll use this lamp. Now I thought that I'll start using sunscreen on my hands, given the fact that it's UV light, and I saw a video on TikTok where this girl, her hands were so dark compared to the rest of her bodies, like her fingers compared to the rest of her hands, given all the gel nails that she does. So I'm trying to prevent that, so we're going to start to use sunscreen. Now I'm going in, I will be doing the Gel X method this time around. I'm putting on my peel off base, I'm curing that, and it cures pretty well, to be honest with you. With my base, I just give it a countdown to 60. I figured out later that it goes up to 60. I think it started at 40 seconds, or was it 30 seconds? But I figured out if you double click, then it does go up countdowns from 60 seconds, which is pretty cool. Now when I did put on the glue, that's when I realized that it probably wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be to secure the nail to do a flash cure, but that was fine. It's okay. I don't mind it, but as stated, I have an alternative that I'm going to show you guys, that with another lamp that I got from Amazon that's a bit stronger, but it's battery operated. That's what I was trying to prevent. I wanted something that was rechargeable, but we'll go ahead and we'll use this for now. Now I did realize that I was using builder gel and not my glue from Model 1, so I had to wipe that off and go back in with the glue itself. And here we are. I did already prep my nails, and I'm just going in with the first layer of the glue. I did want to test out the lamp to see if it would secure the nail, and it wasn't the best, to be honest with you. As I stated, I'm going back in with a peel off base. Now that I think about it, I already had on a layer of peel off base. I really didn't need to add a second layer, but yeah, even though I wiped it off, it was already cured, so it's fine. And yeah, so I'm laying the glue from Model 1. I really need to replace this. It's the same glue I've always been talking about in all my videos. I still have it. And yeah, we're doing short squares. I saw a design that I absolutely love. It was based on a sweater, and I really wanted to try it, so we're gonna go ahead and try that today. Now, as you can see, I wouldn't say this is the lamp's fault. I think it's my fault, because I probably needed a bit more gel. It did not. I had a lot of air bubbles, and I wanted the nail to sit well, so I had the peel off base on, so it was fine for me to lift it off. I don't recommend it, but for me it was fine because I had a layer on over my natural nail to kind of protect my natural nail. I had the peel off base off, so I could use my tool to kind of pry it off, and it would still be fine. My nail would not be damaged. Now I had to, of course, given that I popped the nail off, go back in with a layer of peel off base and cure that, so when I did install the nail correctly this time around, it would actually come off without soaking it off. Now I didn't buff the nail from the glue that was already dried on it, because I thought it would give me a bit more strength and adhesion, and given that my nail beds are sometimes a bit flat, I thought it would be good to help fill in a lot of the gaps, so I wouldn't end up with any more air bubbles like the first time. And it actually did work, so I definitely recommend reusing your chips. Like, you don't have to file it off, especially because it gives you a bit more thickness on your nail bed. As you can see, it did cure a bit better here. Now that I have eliminated all those air bubbles and the gaps, I think my gel is probably a bit old, so it's runny and not as thick. That's why I ended up with so many air gels. Now I have spillage. I don't know how to prevent spillage, so I have spillage, and I'm going in with my buffer. I'm going over for the with the 100 side to kind of clean up around my edges of my nails and buff the nails. You can use a nail drill, but as you know, I'm not a fan of the nail drills. It's just way more messy. So yeah, I buffed it. I cleaned around the edges of the nail, and if I have a little thing, something extra leave vein over, I will just nip that off so I can ensure I have a smooth finish as I can get, especially when I'm laying these nails. Yeah, well, not the nails, but when I'm laying the polish, that's when you can see all the spillage and everything that was left over. I'm sticking with gel end throughout this video. I believe I'm going in with finally using the base that came with my gel end kit that I reviewed some time back, the kit of 20 something polishes. Yeah, I'm finally using the base gel and top gel that came with it. So I'm doing one layer of this, cured that, and then I'm going in with these gel end sets I've got for such a long time, and this is the first time I'm using this color. I think it's, what I call it, ivory or cream. I'm not too sure. It's not white. It has a yellowish tone to it. Not too sure what to call it. Probably ivory. Yeah, because it's not like straight. Well, I'm not even sure if ivory is actually bone white. But yeah, it's not bone white. It has a yellowish tone, as you can see. I think it translates well through the camera. And I've loved it so much, but I actually haven't used it in such a... Well, I've never used it. So I'm going in with this color because I thought it would match the design that I saw as best as possible. I'll see if I can include a link to the inspo picture that I saw someone create, and I loved it. So I was like, oh, this is so cute, I could do this. I wanted to do it for Valentine's Day, but yeah, things happen. But yeah, so I'm going into with my brush that I got from Shein, also in my other haul, and I'm trying to get as close to my cuticles as I can, but not too close because I don't want to have any spillage. And then if I do have a little spillage, I'm cleaning that up because, as stated, I stopped the Gel X method because of the fact that I was getting a little bit of irritation around the cuticle ends of my nails. Like, it would itch, it would scratch, and yeah, to me it looks a bit darker. So I figured, let me try going in with some sunscreen. Let me try and be a bit more neat, a bit more clean, and let's see what we can come up with. I think I may probably have developed a slight irritation to the gel, which is so weird because I do try, I'm not that messy, and I do clean up my nails as best as possible as I go along. So it's so weird, but yeah. So I did put a matte top coat on this nail, and then I'm going in to create a design. I'll insert a pic here so you can see the design. I'm working with the same polish as my base color to create these lines. It's like a cute little sweater, knitted sweater with flowers and hearts. Well, with flowers, yeah, like roses. I wanted to create the roses but do heart-shaped roses for Valentine's Day, but I never did that. So yeah, we're gonna do it now, but we're gonna stick with the roses because spring is coming up. So yeah, it's still in theme. I think it's still a good video to post, a good design to try. So I am doing it. I'm using the long liner that I got from Amazon years and years back because it has the finer bristles than the ones that I got from Shein. So I figured this would be nice. So I'm using this. I'm creating that. It's not plaid, but I'm creating this kind of stripe-ish design. As you can see, would I call it plaid or stripe? Probably plaid is more. Yeah, I think plaid would explain it a bit better. So I'm creating this design here, and I'm going in with just the polish itself just to do the first layer. It kind of has a 3D effect, if you want to call it that. So I'm going in with this just to create my baselines, so I have a guide of what I'm working with, and I'm trying to get the lines as evenly proportioned because I need equal portions to create my flowers. The frame, basically it's like a frame for my flower beds, so I'm trying to get them as even. I was trying to get that middle square there, I was trying to get it to look like a triangle, but it was so off. I think my lines were a bit off center, so I couldn't get it to look like a diamond, not a triangle but a diamond. I couldn't get it to look like a diamond, but that was fine. I still loved how it came out. And then I'm going in with these polishes, which I'll be using. I thought to try out watercolors, because I have a watercolor palette that I have for such a long time, that when I first started out with watercolors, I really started well, actually I should say, when I wanted to do a hobby. So yeah, I wanted to create a hobby. I first wanted to do watercolors. That was how I got interested in nails and designs. I really wanted watercolors, but I saw that the barrier to entry was a bit harder for me than normal. So I transitioned from watercolors and trying out watercolor art to actually doing nails, and nails worked out a bit better for me, because for some reason, like, creating the nail designs are easier for me than actually doing the watercolor designs. So yeah, I have that palette. It's not the best palette, but I thought I would try it out to see how it would work on matte nails, to see if I could get some great designs. So we'll try that sometime around. But yeah, I'm creating my base layer with the pink from the same set. We'll be using the same gel sets throughout the entire video, and I'm creating I just want to call them dabs or little triangles as my base, and I'm curing that with the lights. It's pretty good for flash curing, but not really the best for securing. So as you can see, I already have my little roses already with the red, and I'm just gonna do these little 3 sections here. Again, I'm going in with a little triangle. I wanted to have red roses, and I wanted like a little hue of pink behind the red roses, or a little, not hue, but like, a little pink background behind the red roses. I thought that looked pretty cute, so I am going in with that and then creating little triangles for my roses. On camera, the red looks pretty nice. In person, it looks a bit darker to me, but now rewatching the video, it looks pretty cute. So I'm repeating the process. I do go over the pink and the red. I do go over them with 2 coats just to build up the opacity of the gels themselves. Given that the background is so pale, I do want them to stand out and for it to be a bit brighter. So I do that, and I'm just freehanding the design. I'm not ensuring that everything is proportioned, or it doesn't have to be perfect, because each bud or each flower bud, they're not perfect. They are their own shape, their own size, their own little design. So I'm going in with that, and then I'm using the green that came with the same set to create the little stems for the flowers. And yeah, I thought it turned out pretty cute. If you've reached this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thank you guys for watching my videos, and welcome to all the new subscribers, by the way. I will be creating some more flower inspired nails moving onwards as we go into the spring and summer season. I have so many inspo pics to the point where I don't know where to start, and I just end up not starting at all. But yeah, so I'm going in now with the clear polygel, and I'm mixing that with the same base color, because we'll be going over my guidelines to make them a bit thicker and give the 3D effect that is on the sweater design. And I'll link the design here again so you guys could see that. And yeah, what I should have done at this point, I'm wondering if I did switch out and go with I think I did switch and go with my longer brush. Yes, I did switch, so that my designs could be uniform, just want and go in one swipe, as opposed to working with a shorter brush. It's a bit harder. So yeah, and I'm just going over all the lines to give the 3D effect and work out best. So if you guys have any designs that you'd like me to try, you can always tag me in them. I'm on Instagram and on TikTok as 10 Impressions all the way around. So you guys can check me out on the other designs, even though I am more active on TikTok and on YouTube at the moment. I post every now and then on Instagram, but Instagram, yeah, you all, if you guys have an Instagram page, you know how Instagram is. So yeah, I'm just going over the designs themselves, and it's just looking pretty cute to me. Let me know what you think about the design in the comment section, guys. And here we are with, it kind of reminds me of a cute little waffle, or yeah, like a waffle cone itself. Looking back on the video now, that's how it resembles, or what it resembles to me. Yeah, I'll see you when we are all done. I don't believe there's anything else that I did extra apart. Oh yeah, there is. So I'll see you in my next clip when I am doing the final touches. Okay guys, so we are all done. I am wiping the nail off. To be honest, I'm not even sure why I'm wiping the sticky layer off the nail, but I'm wiping it off. As you can see, or you saw in the inspo pic, there was like little balls made of the same gel color. I tried that out, but they didn't cure fast enough for me to maintain their shape. So I figured, let's change it up and go with some caviar beads, and let's just frame the nail with these beads, or frame the center with these beads themselves to kind of bring everything to life and give it a bit more color or a bit more oomph. And this is what we're working with all the sets, or all my fingers done. I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if you will try this set or if you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And check out my other videos. I did an AI nail recently for Valentine's Day. You could check that one out if you haven't seen it as yet. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.